Welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come from the simplest stories. And today, we're going to dive into one that I think can teach us a lot about our own lives.
So, what is the true cost of success? It's a question a lot of us probably think about, right? We're going to explore that very question today through a classic Hindi fable about two brothers and how one single decision completely changed their lives forever.
All right, so let's set the scene. Our story starts in a small village called Mangalpur, and there we meet a widowed mother named Savita. She's raised her two sons all by herself after her husband died, and now, well, she's up against a choice that is just heartbreaking, absolutely impossible.
And you can just imagine how agonizing this was for her. She only has enough money to send one son to college in the big city. So if she chooses one, she's basically denying the other a future. She was just terrified of how unfair, how unjust that felt. So, this one decision, right? A decision born from pure hardship. It does more than just set two futures in motion. It literally carves out two completely different paths. And these paths are going to define not just the brothers themselves, but their entire relationship for years and years to come.
And right away, you see their roles get set in stone. You've got Manav, he's the older one, the quote-unquote smarter one. He's the one who gets chosen. So suddenly he becomes the family's great hope, carrying the weight of their entire future. And then there's his younger brother, Atul. He's the one who makes the sacrifice. He just quietly accepts his fate, stays behind, and gets a job at a local sweet shop just to support them.
Okay, so fast forward 3 years. While Atul is back in the village learning the ins and outs of cooking, Manav is absolutely crushing it in the city. He graduates, he lands a great job, and he's climbing that corporate ladder fast. His success gets to a point where he can finally bring his mother and Atul to live with him. So for the first time in a long time, the whole family is back together again.
So, they're all reunited, right? Back under one roof. But those different paths they've been on, well, they're about to collide. And it's going to create a huge conflict, one that's going to test the very foundation of their family.
It all starts when Manav decides he wants to impress his boss. So he plans this big, special dinner at their home. Now Atul, remember, he's become a really skilled cook over the years. He is thrilled about this. He eagerly jumps in and offers to cook the entire meal himself.
But just as the boss is about to walk through the door, something in Manav just shifts. His ambition turns into this ugly shame. He looks over at his brother, sees his simple village clothes, and tells him to hide. Can you believe it? He actually tells him to stay out of sight because he's worried about what the boss will think. Just an absolutely devastating moment for Atul.
In this next part, this is what shows you everything you need to know about Atul's character. Even though he's been deeply, deeply hurt, he doesn't miss a beat. He goes ahead and serves this absolutely magnificent meal. The table setting is perfect. The food is incredible. And the boss, remember, this guy owns a chain of 5-star restaurants, is just completely blown away. But here's the real turning point. The boss, of course, asks, who is this amazing chef? And this is where you see how Manav's success has made him so fragile, so insecure. Instead of being proud of his brother, he feels threatened. He just dismisses Atul, saying, oh, he was just a servant at a small sweet shop. He only knows a little bit. In one sentence, he tries to erase everything, not just his brother's incredible talent, but all those years of sacrifice.
But the boss, he's not fooled. He knows real talent when he sees it, and he's about to make an offer that Manav just cannot handle.
He offers Atul a job as a chef in one of his restaurants, right there on the spot. No degree, no formal training needed, just pure talent. For Atul, this is obviously life-changing. But for Manav, the guy who built his entire identity on being the educated one, this is a massive threat. He sees his brother's natural skill about to leapfrog the very system he struggled to climb, and that just fills him with this dark, ugly jealousy.
And that fear, it pushes him to do something truly unthinkable. It's the fear that his brother, the one who gave up everything for him, might not just catch up, but actually become more successful. So what does he do? He plots to sabotage Atul's official cooking trial. He actually calls up another chef at the restaurant and tells him to ruin Atul's dish to make sure he fails. But of course, a plan like that is bound to fall apart. And it does. Their mother, Savita, she overhears the whole treacherous phone call. She realizes what Manav is planning, and she doesn't hesitate. She immediately calls his boss to warn him. And because of that, the boss catches the other chef red-handed right in the act just before he can sabotage the dish. So when Manav is confronted with this, he just breaks down. He confesses everything. And his reason, it wasn't just fear, it was something deeper, something uglier. He wanted to keep his brother down. He literally admits, "I wanted you to stay beneath me."
And in the aftermath of that awful betrayal, the story's real moral, the lesson about what true wealth and character really mean, it all comes into sharp focus. The fallout is immediate. The boss, totally disgusted by Manav's lack of integrity, fires him right there on the spot.
But then, in this moment of just unbelievable grace, Atul, the very same brother who was just betrayed, he steps in. He begs the boss not to fire Manav. He actually defends him, showing this incredible capacity for forgiveness that is just the complete opposite of Manav's jealousy.
And seeing this completely selfless act from his brother, it just shatters Manav's pride. He's totally humbled. The weight of his own cruelty, compared to his brother's huge heart, it finally hits him. He realizes how wrong he was, he apologizes, and the two brothers, at last, they reconcile.
So this whole fable leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about, one that applies to all of our ambitions. Is your success lifting other people up around you, or is it casting a shadow that they can't escape from? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.